Hello, my name's Heather, and I'm going to show you how I made this model in Gravity Sketch.
In this video, I will be adding a vamp slash tongue piece to the model. I'll start by creating another sub D cube, making it kind of wafer shaped again, and then I'll go ahead and change the color to something that will also contrast with all the other colors. I'm going to speed this up a little bit because this particular one, as I'm designing while I do this model, so for this piece I actually start with the assumption that it's going to be a vamp sort of mudguard that goes underneath that blucher. I'm going to piece it around, and then as I proceed with this, I will continue to extend the tongue and make it a half, sort of like a half front sock construction for the upper. So I will move just these pieces around, creating as few loops as possible. I'm thinking already ahead of what this is going to look like when I bring it into Blender and start tightening it up even more. So I create this vamp shape, and then I look at it and I'm like, I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to create a half front sock. So I will grab this piece and I just pull it up to look at it, and thinking about how I'm going to do this, I'm going to connect these pieces, again removing those faces that I'm going to actually be connecting. Also thinking about the height of this tongue and if I'm going to make it a little bit more extreme. And just to remind you, I think I mentioned this in the previous video, you don't necessarily have to create a new piece to make this vamp. Like if I had wanted to just be really quick about it, I could have used the actual last object and used that as the piece. I could have taken the top off and created this object from the last and not actually built a new one on top of it. But as you can see, it's pretty easy to create these new pieces to layer with each other. Currently I have most of these layers unlocked. As the model gets a little more complicated, I can lock different layers. That way I don't have to worry about grabbing any of those pieces by accident. But I love being able to constantly adjust all the pieces of my model whenever I feel like it. And I'll probably, as the model goes on, build build the eye row so it sticks up a little bit more, so I'll be changing that too, but right now it's very close to just the last shape itself. And I'm going to go ahead and create that layer after the fact, name it VAMP tongue. Pull and drop it right onto that layer. And I'm pretty much finished with this. In the next video, we will be creating that quarter molding piece. So thank you for watching and stay tuned.